Do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for instant notifications. Push-ups can be very intimidating for someone who hasn't even unlocked their first rep. Hi, I'm Sagar and today I will help you out with progressions for basic beginner push-up skills and leading towards these advanced movements in the coming future. First, we need to understand the scapular control. A very important part of the bodyweight movements is understanding the movement of the scapula. We have 4 ways of moving the scapula. The first being the elevation, where we shrug our shoulders completely touching our ears as shown. The second is the depression, where we completely let go of the shoulders being loose and tighten our lower back. The third is the retraction, where we pinch our shoulder blades as shown in the video again. And the fourth is the protraction, where we pinch our collarbones completely, releasing the scapula loose and nice. Next, we have the placement of the hand, right outside shoulder width, fingers being widely spread and planted into the floor, biceps being locked out with elbow being inside, creating a strong pillar-like base. The first progression is the knee scapula push-ups, where we are on all the fours and we are retracting our shoulders while we go down and protracting the shoulders while we push ourselves up. The next progression is the plank scapula push-ups. Engaging our core, pushing ourselves with the toes, leaning front, we do the scapula push-ups just how we did it on the knees, but this time on a plank position just to feel the control of the scapula. Retract and protract as we go up and down. The first push-up starts onto the wall. Hands right in front of your chest. Just keep them a little down so that you can push yourself. Retract when you go down and protract when you come up. Get strong with this with at least 10 reps of 3 sets to move on to the next progression. Once you achieve the goal and get stronger with that, next is to decrease the incline. Engaging your core, press the bar or a stool that is below the wall height like the previous progression. Retract and protract as you keep going up and down. The next progression is the knee push-ups. Lock your feet as shown in the video onto the knees and keep pushing yourself away from the floor by engaging your core. The goal is to achieve 10 reps of 3 sets before moving on to this progression, which is pretty similar to what I showed you, but just that the feet is not locked. Again, the movement stays the same. Engaging the core is very important and pushing movement should be strong. Next progression is the knee push-up negatives, where we get down onto the knees, completely going slow on the eccentrics, taking about 4 to 5 seconds to drop ourselves down and explosively coming back up with the help of pushing with the hand and the feet. Once we get familiar to that, we will do negatives on to the plank position. These are negative plank push-ups, which is similar to a push-up position, but just that we are strengthening the eccentric again so that it helps in explosive push-ups once we want to unlock our first rep. Make sure the goal is to achieve 10 reps of 3 sets before we scale on to each of these progressions shown. And finally, you will be able to unlock your first push-up by combining all these movements, engaging the core, squeezing the glutes, and pushing the floor away from you by retracting and protracting your shoulder blades. That's it for today. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. Bye-bye.